Okay, here we are back in Advance Wars 2. So after the 3-star mission, we get to go down to a 2-star and we actually get to meet Lash. Enemies at sea and on land. Out with them and capture the HQ. There's only one base. According to our intel, it's just a little farther ahead. Sammy, how sure are you about this information's accuracy? Seems odd that Flak would be out here rescuing his troops. I know, but do you really think Flak's capable of setting a trap? Well, since you put it that way... Lash out, Mission 7. You're right, Flak didn't set a trap for you, I did. Flak doesn't have a cutting bone in his body. Who's that, a little girl? A black hole seal, perhaps? You got it. My name's Lash. Nice to meet you. Would you like to play with me? What do you say, Grandma? I do believe I'm being taunted. Sammy, bring her to me. Alive. Okay. Look at this terrain. I think we'll need some naval units here. See that base up there? There's nothing we can do to keep it from the enemy. But if we ignore it, they'll use it to deploy ground units after ground unit. Which means there's only one way for us to proceed. We have to get to that isle and capture the enemy HQ. Yes, ma'am. If victory relies on capturing, then I'm the right CO for the job. As well you should be. You're quite skilled in securing properties. Plus, your transfer units possess superior movement range. That goes for T-copters and this lander as well. I'm sure you'll be able to handle all transport with ease. First, let's try and get that T-copter out of trouble. If we leave this T-copter here, those two anti-air units will take care of it. If we go to sea, it becomes vulnerable to that cruiser. Both of these units can fire directly on air units. If that T-copter gets hit, it doesn't stand a chance. Now, we could rely on its movement range and flee. But there's another way. To keep it safe. How? Easy. Cruisers can carry up to 2 battlecopters or T-copters. As long as the cruiser's safe, so are its passengers. As luck would have it, you have a cruiser under your command. Why don't you try it out? So yeah, you could, but there's literally no point. Okay, let's take a look at the cruiser you've selected. It's a direct combat unit, but it can only fire on certain units. It can only attack air units and subs. I believe it can reach the enemy sub from here, so go ahead and attack. Now, if Sammy didn't suck at naval combat, we may have killed it there. We got a really good luck roll. But real quick, Lash. The wonder kind of the black hole forces. A small but fierce inventor. Hopefully that pop-up doesn't appear in the video. A small but fierce and brilliant inventor. Hit, getting her way, miss, not getting it. Skilled at taking advantage of terrain features, can turn terrain effects into firepower bonuses. So I think the number of stars that she has in defense becomes like a firepower multiplier or something like that. I forgot the specifics on her. Like, she's decent, but there's a lot of ways to deal with her. Power is terrain tactics. In addition to using terrain effects to increase firepower, drops movement cost for all units to 1. So yes, her indirects can fly through the woods. Then she has prime tactics. Terrain effects are doubled and used to increase attack strength. Additionally, movement cost for all units drops to 1. So she's really good at running. Neutral all across the board otherwise. This is a battleship. It's an indirect combat naval unit. It can fire on both ground and naval units. It also has a large range to fire all indirect combat units. You should be able to reach that rocket unit from its current location. Give it a try. I'll still take it. But anyway, we're safe to go here now because they can't reach. And oh my god. Yeah, I used a rocket already, what gives? Selected a rocket, which is an indirect combat unit at 3 to 5 spaces. Range of fire is fairly large. Should I think of it as a more powerful artillery unit? Sure, that's an easy way to keep things straight. Rockets run out of ammo quickly, so it's a good idea to deploy them on secure properties or near APCs. Because I wanted to say, if you want to stop them from actually doing anything here, just set up the rocket here and you can shell that until it's dead. What we have here is a lander. Transport troops exactly the same way as APCs do. It's also restricted to dropping units on terrain those units can traverse. It's unique that it can carry 2 ground units at once. On this map, the only place you can drop troops is on shoals. You normally use ports as well, but since there are no ports here, under these conditions, this lander is a unit I just can't do without. I agree. You must be careful to keep it from being fired upon. In all honesty, it really doesn't matter here. You selected a sub. Subs are direct combat units. Subs can fire all naval units, including the cruiser above. However, they're rather ineffective versus cruisers. Don't expect too much. Subs also have the ability to dive under the surface of the sea. Dive? That means they can't be attacked while submerged, right? That's half true. They can't be fired upon by most units while submerged. However, other subs and cruisers can attack at any time. As you know, when naval units run out of fuel, they sink. Submerged subs use a lot more fuel. In fact, they use 5 units per day. If in danger, select to rise to the surface and head to port. Well, there are no ports here, so use an APC to refuel. Yes, ma'am. You could just hide this or have it run away. Like, the only thing you have to worry about is this. Since we may be going the route, let's do that. There's no fog, so I can afford to cancel units. Unit moves, I mean. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something to tell you. You know, I didn't lead you all the way out here for nothing. On day 7, Flak's bringing his troops, and we're gonna pinch you like a bug. What? Yep, you're running out of time. Tee-hee-hee. Well, isn't this an unpleasant surprise? This black hole CO has a brain. Okay, Sammy, you heard her. Flak and his goons are closing in. You've got to clear this map within 7 days. Here's your chance to prove your rep for surprising the foe as deserved. Yes, ma'am. I'll give it my best shot. That's interesting. That's what I was afraid of. Day 2. Let me tell you a bit more about these naval units. At the beginning of each day, naval units burn 2 units of fuel. If their fuel supply runs out, they sink and vanish. To refuel, place naval units in ports or move them next to APCs. Understood. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest of this battle up to you. Good luck. Actually, this needs to go here. Actually, no, that would be a death sentence. Never mind. So I can just wait here. There isn't really anything else the cruiser can do. Its main job is destroying the sub. Now, I actually could have landed there had I left the sub up, just so the cruiser would have a target. I'm just gonna leave this here as a permanent block. If I went any closer, I could get attacked. the shield. Can't advance. There's anything else for me to do this turn. So I want to stop if we gain the really good terrain. Come on, let's play. Prime tactics. So there's no defense boost on that bridge I have the anti-air trapped on, so it can't do anything for that. It just has its normal firepower, essentially. Flak's troops arrive tomorrow. I wonder if Sammy's okay. You can see she has an additional star there, that's her powers doubling the effect. Congratulations, Sammy, you won! Came through somehow. Now, I'd like to talk to our energetic little friend again. Sammy, drag her over here, please. Yes, ma'am? Wait a minute, this isn't that brat. This is... It's a dummy. She escaped? Unbelievable. She played us like a pair of fools. Flak's troops are closing in, let's get out of here. What a troublesome pair they turned out to be.
Mission complete.
Lash, she's going to be a handful. So there's the last stand, but that's going to be a different video altogether. So yes, the Orange Star campaign is really that short. They have everything delineated so you can see exactly how long stuff is. It's not really that long, but overall I still prefer the way this is set up relative to Dual Strike. Like, Dual Strike is just such a mess at times. But yeah, that is it for now, folks. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.